My dear child, as you open your heart to receive this message, know that I am with you, closer than the very breath you take. In this sacred moment, allow the weight of the world to fall away, and let my words wash over you like a gentle river, bringing peace and clarity to your soul. I see you, my beloved. I see the trials you face, the burdens you carry, and the weariness that sometimes clouds your heart. Life, with all its ups and downs, can often feel overwhelming. The pressures of daily living, the uncertainties of tomorrow, and the pain of the past can make it difficult to find joy. But I am here to tell you that true joy, the kind that fills your heart and sustains you through every circumstance, is not dependent on the things of this world. It is found in me, and I am eager to give it to you in abundance. Joy, my child, is not merely an emotion that comes and goes with the changing tides of life. It is a deep, abiding sense of peace and contentment that comes from knowing that you are loved, that you are cared for, and that you are never alone. It is the assurance that no matter what you face, I am with you, guiding you, protecting you, and working all things for your good. I want you to understand that joy is not the absence of trials, but the presence of my love in the midst of them. The world may tell you that joy is found in the accumulation of wealth, in the pursuit of pleasure, or in the attainment of success. But these things, though they may bring temporary happiness, cannot satisfy the deepest longings of your heart. They cannot provide the lasting joy that only I can give. When you find yourself in difficult circumstances, it is easy to feel discouraged, to question why things are happening the way they are, and to wonder if you will ever find joy again. But I want you to remember that I am the source of all joy, and I am with you always. Even in the darkest moments, I am there, offering you my love, my peace, and my joy. You may not always see it, but I am working in every situation, bringing beauty out of ashes and turning your mourning into dancing. There is a mystery in the way I work, my child, a divine paradox that often defies human understanding. It is in the midst of suffering that you can find the deepest joy, for it is in those moments that you are most aware of your need for me. When everything else is stripped away, you are left with the one thing that truly matters: my presence. And in my presence there is fullness of joy. Consider the flowers of the field, how they grow. They do not toil or spin, yet I clothe them in splendor. How much more will I take care of you, my precious child? You do not need to strive for joy, for it is my gift to you. It is not something you earn or achieve, it is something you receive. And I am always ready to give it to you, no matter your circumstances. When you feel overwhelmed by the challenges you face, come to me. Lay your burdens at my feet and let me fill your heart with my joy. It is a joy that transcends understanding, a joy that remains steadfast even when the storms of life rage around you. It is a joy that comes from knowing that you are mine and that I am yours. There will be times when you feel as though the weight of the world is pressing down on you, when the trials you face seem too great to bear. But it is in those moments that I want you to remember my promises. I have promised never to leave you nor forsake you. I have promised to be with you always, even to the end of the age. And I have promised to work all things together for your good. These are not empty words, my child. They are the very foundation of your joy. For when you trust in me, when you place your hope in my promises, you will find a joy that cannot be shaken. You will find a joy that remains even in the face of adversity. Remember, too, that joy is not something you must muster up on your own. It is a fruit of my spirit, a natural outflow of your relationship with me. As you spend time in my presence, As you meditate on my word and commune with me in prayer, my joy will begin to fill your heart. It will overflow into every area of your life, touching those around you and bringing light to even the darkest of days. You may wonder how it is possible to find joy in the midst of sorrow, in the face of loss, or in the depths of despair. But I tell you, my child, that I am the God of the impossible. I am the one who brings life out of death, who turns mourning into dancing, and who gives beauty for ashes. There is no situation too hopeless, no pain too deep, and no loss too great for my joy to reach. When you are faced with trials, do not be discouraged. Do not let the enemy steal your joy. Instead, turn to me. Seek my face, and you will find that my joy is your strength. It is the strength that enables you to keep going, even when the road is hard. It is the strength that sustains you, even when the way is unclear. And it is the strength that fills your heart with hope, even when all seems lost. My child, I want you to know that your joy is not dependent on your circumstances. It is rooted in something far deeper and far more enduring: my love for you. This love is the source of your joy, and it is a love that will never fail. It is a love that is constant, unchanging, and eternal. And it is a love that is always with you, no matter what you are going through. There will be times when you feel as though your joy has been stolen, when the trials of life have left you weary and worn. But I want you to remember that joy is not something that can be taken from you. It is a gift that I have given you, and it is yours to keep. Even in the midst of sorrow, you can find joy, for I am with you. Even in the face of loss, you can find joy, for I am your comforter. And even in the depths of despair, you can find joy, for I am your hope. When you feel as though you are sinking under the weight of your burdens, come to me. Let me lift you up and fill your heart with my joy. It is a joy that will sustain you, a joy that will carry you through every trial, and a joy that will bring you peace in the midst of the storm. You may not always understand why things happen the way they do. You may not always see the bigger picture. But trust in me, my child, for I am the one who sees all, who knows all, and who holds your future in my hands. I am the one who is working all things together for your good, even when you cannot see it. In the moments when you feel lost, when you feel as though you are wandering in the darkness, remember that I am your light. I am the one who guides your steps, who leads you along the path of righteousness, and who fills your heart with joy. Trust in me, and you will find that my joy is your strength. There is a joy that comes from knowing that you are not alone, that you are not forgotten, and that you are deeply loved. This joy is yours, my child, and it is a joy that no one can take away. It is a joy that is rooted in the knowledge that you are mine and that I am yours. When you feel as though the world is closing in on you, when the trials you face seem too great to bear, remember that I am with you. I am the one who holds you in the palm of my hand, who shields you from harm, and who fills your heart with joy. My child, do not be afraid to rejoice, even in the midst of trials. For it is in those moments that my joy shines the brightest. It is a joy that is not dependent on your circumstances, but on my presence in your life. And I am with you always. There will be times when you feel as though your joy has been stolen, when the weight of the world is pressing down on you, and when the trials you face seem too great to bear. But I want you to remember that joy is not something that can be taken from you. It is a gift that I have given you, and it is yours to keep. Even in the darkest of times you can find joy, for I am with you. Even in the face of loss you can find joy, for I am your comforter. And even in the depths of despair you can find joy, for I am your hope. When you feel as though you are sinking under the weight of your burdens, come to me. Let me lift you up and fill your heart with my joy. It is a joy that will sustain you, a joy that will carry you through every trial, and a joy that will bring you peace in the midst of the storm. You may not always understand why things happen the way they do. You may not always see the bigger picture. But trust in me, my child, for I am the one who sees all, who knows all, and who holds your future in my hands. I am the one who is working all things together for your good, even when you cannot see it. In the moments when you feel lost, when you feel as though you are wandering in the darkness, remember that I am your light, the beloved one. In the quiet moments of your day, when the world slows down and you find yourself in the stillness, know that I am with you. I see you in every moment of your life, and I am aware of every thought, every feeling, and every circumstance you face. You are never alone, even when the weight of the world seems heavy on your shoulders. I am here, closer to you than your own breath, and I want to guide you toward a place of deep and abiding joy, regardless of the circumstances that surround you. Life, as you experience it, is filled with an array of emotions, events, and situations. Some bring happiness and lightness to your heart, while others challenge you and may even cause you to question your strength, your purpose, and sometimes even your faith. Yet it is precisely in these moments when joy feels distant that I call you to draw closer to me. For it is in your closeness to me that you will find a joy that transcends any earthly situation. A joy that is not dependent on what happens around you, but rather on what happens within you. You see, my beloved, joy is not merely an emotion that comes and goes with the changing tides of life. Joy is a state of being, a deep-seated assurance that all is well, even when the outer world seems to be in turmoil. This joy comes from knowing that I am in control, that I have a plan for your life, and that nothing happens outside of my knowledge and my will. It is this understanding that I want to impart to you so that you may walk through life with a heart that is light, a spirit that is uplifted, and a soul that is at peace. I created you with the capacity for joy, not just in the good times, but in all times. When I formed you, I placed within you a spark of my own divine essence, the piece of my love, my peace, and my joy. This divine spark is your connection to me, and it is always within you, no matter what is happening around you. It is this connection that I want you to nurture, to turn to, and to rely upon, especially when the circumstances of life seem overwhelming. Consider the seasons of life as you would the changing seasons of the year. There are times of spring where new life blossoms, and everything seems fresh and full of potential. There are times of summer where the warmth of the sun brings growth, energy, and abundance. Then comes autumn, a time of harvest where you see the fruits of your labor and you gather in what you have sown. And finally, there is winter, a season where the earth rests and everything seems to slow down, even to a halt. In each of these seasons, there is beauty to be found, lessons to be learned, and joy to be discovered. The springtime of your life brings the joy of new beginnings, of seeing the first shoots of hope break through the ground of your experience. Summer brings the joy of fulfillment as you see your efforts bear fruit, and you feel the warmth of my presence in the abundance around you. Autumn, too, brings joy as you gather in the blessings that have come from your labor, and you see the wisdom in the cycle of sowing and reaping. And even in winter, where the earth seems barren and cold, there is a quiet joy to be found in rest, in reflection, and in the knowledge that this season, too, is part of the cycle of life, and that spring will come again. But what about the winters of the soul? Those times in your life when you feel isolated, when the world seems cold and unyielding, and when joy seems like a distant memory. It is in these times, my beloved, that I call you to dig deep into the soil of your faith, to find the roots that connect you to me, and to draw up the nourishment that only I can provide. For just as the trees in winter extend their roots deeper into the earth, searching for sustenance, so too must you extend your spirit deeper into my love, into my word, and into my presence. Joy in every circumstance does not mean denying the reality of pain, of sorrow, or of challenges. It means acknowledging these things but not allowing them to define you or to dictate the state of your heart. It means trusting that even in the darkest times there is light within you because I am within you. It means believing that even when you cannot see the way forward, I am guiding you, and that my plans for you are good, plans to give you a hope and a future. When you face trials, I want you to remember that these are opportunities for growth, for learning, and for drawing closer to me. They are not punishments, nor are they signs of my displeasure. Rather, they are part of the refining process that shapes you into the person I created you to be. Just as gold is refined by fire, so too is your character refined by the challenges you face. And as you come through these trials, you will find that the joy that emerges is purer, stronger, and more resilient than ever before. Do not fear the trials of life, for I am with you in every one of them. When you walk through the fire, you will not be burned. When you pass through the waters, they will not overwhelm you. I am your protector, your provider, and your guide. And in every circumstance, I am working for your good. Trust in this, and you will find a joy that cannot be shaken. I know that there are times when you feel weary, when the burdens of life seem too heavy to bear. In these moments, I invite you to come to me, to lay down your burdens at my feet, and to rest in my presence. I am your refuge, your safe place, and your source of strength. When you are weak, I am strong. When you are tired, I am your rest. And in this place of rest, you will find joy, because you will find me. There is joy in surrendering to my will, in letting go of your need to control every aspect of your life, and in trusting that I am in control. This does not mean that you are passive or that you do not take action when needed. Rather, it means that your actions are guided by a deep trust in me, and that you are not driven by fear, anxiety, or a need to prove yourself. When you surrender to my will, you free yourself from the weight of trying to manage everything on your own, and you open yourself to the joy that comes from knowing that I am working all things together for your good. I want you to know that my joy is not just for the future, but for the present moment. It is not something that you have to wait for until your circumstances improve, or until you reach a certain goal. It is available to you right now in this very moment, regardless of what is happening around you. This joy is found in my presence, and my presence is with you always. You do not need to seek it in far-off places or in future events. It is here with you right now. Take a moment to breathe in deeply, to quiet your mind and to turn your attention inward. Feel my presence with you, surrounding you and filling you with peace. Let go of the worries and concerns that have been weighing on your heart, and allow my love to fill you. As you do this, you will begin to feel a sense of joy rising within you, a joy that is not dependent on your circumstances, but that comes from the deep, unchanging truth that you are loved, that you are cared for, and that you are never alone. This joy is a gift that I give to you freely, and it is a gift that no one can take away from you. It is a joy that remains, even in the midst of sorrow, because it is rooted in my love, which is eternal and unchanging. When you hold on to this joy, you are holding on to me, and nothing in this world can separate you from my love. There will be times when the challenges of life seem to eclipse this joy, when the darkness seems overwhelming, and when you may feel that joy is out of reach. In these moments, I ask you to hold on to hope, to trust in me, and to remember that the darkness is not the end of the story. Even in the darkest night, the dawn will come, and with it, the light of a new day. And in that light, you will find joy once again. Do not let the world steal your joy. The world may try to tell you that joy is found in material things, in achievements, or in the approval of others. But true joy is found in me, in the quiet assurance that you are loved, that you are enough, and that you are exactly where you need to be in this moment. When you focus on my love, on my presence, and on the blessings that I have placed in your life, you will find that joy is always within reach. I want you to know that you are not alone in your pursuit of joy. I am with you every step of the way, guiding you, supporting you, and cheering you on. I have also placed people in your life who love you, who care for you, and who are there to support you. Lean on them when you need to, and do not be afraid to ask for help. There is joy in community, in sharing your burdens with others, and in knowing that you are part of a larger family that cares for you. As you go through your day, I encourage you to look for the small moments of joy that I have placed in your path. It might be the smile of a loved one, the beauty of a sunrise, or the feeling of warmth as you sit in a quiet place. These small moments are gifts from me, reminders that I am with you, and that my joy is always available to you. When you begin to notice these moments, you will find that they add up, and that joy begins to permeate your life in ways you may not have expected. Remember, my beloved, that joy is your birthright as my child. It is not something you have to earn, nor is it something that is reserved for the few. It is yours because you are mine, and I delight in giving you good things. Allow yourself to receive this gift of joy, and let it fill your heart, your mind, and your soul. In every circumstance, I am with you, and in every circumstance, there is joy to be found. Whether you are in a season of abundance or a season of challenge, my joy is there, waiting for you to embrace it. Trust in me, lean on me, and let my joy be your strength. As you walk through life, may your heart be light, your spirit be uplifted, and your soul be at peace, knowing that I am with you, guiding you and filling you with my love and my joy. You are never alone, and my joy is always within you, waiting to be discovered. Take this joy, hold it close, and let it be the light that guides you through every season of your life. And know, my beloved, that you are deeply, unconditionally, and eternally loved. Beloved child, I see you where you are, in every moment of your life. I see the joy in your heart, the pain you carry, and the questions that weigh heavily on your soul. I know that life can sometimes seem like an endless journey filled with trials and tribulations. Yet, Amidst all of this, I want you to know that there is joy to be found in every circumstance, no matter how challenging it may seem. You may wonder how joy can exist in the midst of pain, how light can shine in the darkest moments, and how peace can be found in the midst of the storm. I tell you, joy is not merely an emotion that comes and goes with the changing winds of life. Joy is a state of being, a gift that I have placed within you, a wellspring that flows from the depths of your soul. When you look at the world around you, you may see chaos, confusion, and suffering. You may feel overwhelmed by the weight of your responsibilities, the expectations placed upon you, and the challenges that seem insurmountable. But I am with you in every step you take, in every breath you draw, and in every thought that crosses your mind. My presence is not distant or far away, it is as close to you as the air you breathe. In the stillness of your heart, when you quiet the noise of the world and turn your gaze inward, you will find me there. I am the source of your strength, your peace, and your joy. I am the light that shines in the darkness, the anchor that holds you steady in the storm, and the love that surrounds you in every moment. My love for you is boundless, eternal, and unchanging. It is a love that lifts you up when you are down, that comforts you when you are weary, and that fills you with joy even in the midst of sorrow. I want you to know that the circumstances of your life do not define you. They do not determine your worth, your value, or your ability to experience joy. The world may tell you that joy is found in material possessions, in success, in the approval of others, or in the absence of hardship. But I tell you, true joy is found in me. It is found in knowing that you are loved, that you are cherished, and that you are never alone. You may face challenges that seem too great to bear. You may walk through valleys of shadow and doubt, where fear and uncertainty loom large. But even in those moments you can find joy. For joy is not the absence of pain, but the presence of my peace within you. It is the assurance that no matter what you face, I am with you. I will never leave you nor forsake you. I am your refuge, your strength, and your ever-present help in times of trouble. When you are tempted to despair, to give in to hopelessness, or to believe that you are alone in your struggles, remember this: I am with you. I am holding you in the palm of my hand, and I will never let you go. You are precious to me, more precious than you can imagine. I have a plan for your life, a plan that is good, a plan that is filled with hope and a future. In every circumstance, there is an opportunity to find joy. It may not always be easy to see, but it is there. It is in the small moments of grace, the acts of kindness, the smiles of strangers, and the beauty of creation that surrounds you. It is in the love of those who care for you, the support of friends and family, and the quiet moments of reflection and prayer. It is in the knowledge that you are never alone, that I am with you, and that I am working all things together for your good. When you feel overwhelmed by the challenges of life, take a moment to breathe deeply, to still your mind, and to turn your thoughts to me. In that moment of stillness, you will find my peace, a peace that surpasses all understanding, a peace that guards your heart and mind. In that peace, you will find joy, a joy that is not dependent on your circumstances, but is rooted in the assurance of my love for you. You are my beloved child, and I take great delight in you. I rejoice over you with singing, and I find joy in the very thought of you. You are fearfully and wonderfully made, created in my image, and endowed with gifts and talents that are uniquely yours. I have given you a purpose, a calling and a destiny that is filled with promise and hope. As you walk through this life, know that you are never alone. I am with you in every moment, in every decision, and in every challenge. I am the voice that whispers to your heart, the hand that guides you, and the strength that sustains you. When you are weary, I am your rest. When you are discouraged, I am your hope. When you are lost, I am your guide. And when you are joyful, I am your song. There is a reason for every season of your life, a purpose in every circumstance. Even when you cannot see it, even when you do not understand, trust that I am working all things together for your good. I am weaving a tapestry of your life, a beautiful masterpiece that reflects my glory and my love for you. Each thread, each color, each detail has a purpose and a place in the grand design. In times of joy, give thanks. In times of sorrow, find comfort in me. In times of uncertainty, trust in my plan. And in all things, rejoice. Rejoice in the knowledge that you are loved, that you are cherished, and that you are mine. Rejoice in the gift of life, in the beauty of creation, and in the blessings that surround you. Rejoice in the knowledge that, no matter what you face, I am with you, and I will never leave you. You may not always understand the reasons behind the circumstances of your life, but I ask you to trust in me. Trust that I am good, that I am faithful, and that I am working all things together for your good. Trust that I am with you in every moment, in every joy, and in every sorrow. Trust that my love for you is unchanging, unfailing, and eternal. When you feel the weight of the world on your shoulders, remember that I am with you. When you feel lost and unsure of your path, remember that I am guiding you. When you feel alone and abandoned, remember that I am holding you. And when you feel joy, remember that it is a gift from me, a reminder of my love and presence in your life. Joy is not something that you have to strive for or earn. It is a gift that I freely give to you. It is a gift that is available to you in every moment, in every circumstance, and in every season of your life. It is a gift that flows from my heart to yours, filling you with peace, hope, and love. I invite you to open your heart to this joy, to receive it with gratitude, and to allow it to fill every corner of your being. Let it be the light that shines in the darkness, the anchor that holds you steady in the storm, and the song that lifts your spirits in times of sorrow. Let it be a reminder that you are loved, that you are never alone, and that I am with you always. As you go about your day, take a moment to notice the little things that bring you joy. It could be the warmth of the sun on your face, the sound of birds singing, the laughter of a child, or the beauty of a sunset. These are all reminders of my presence in your life, gifts of my love that are meant to bring you joy. When you face challenges, remember that they are not meant to break you, but to build you up. They are opportunities for growth, for learning, and for deepening your trust in me. In every challenge there is a lesson to be learned, a strength to be gained, and a joy to be found. It may not always be easy, but I am with you and I will help you to find the joy that is hidden in every circumstance. You are stronger than you know, braver than you believe, and more capable than you realize. You have within you the power to overcome any obstacle, to rise above any challenge, and to find joy in every circumstance. This power comes from me, from the strength that I give you, and from the love that I pour out upon you. When you feel weak, remember that my strength is made perfect in your weakness. When you feel discouraged, remember that I am your hope. When you feel lost, remember that I am your guide. And when you feel alone, remember that I am with you, always and forever. Take heart, my beloved child. You are never alone, never forgotten, never forsaken. I am with you in every moment, in every breath, and in every beat of your heart. I am your comfort in times of sorrow, your strength in times of weakness, and your joy in times of trial. In every circumstance, there is a reason to rejoice. It may not always be easy to see, but it is there. It is in the small moments of grace, the acts of kindness, the smiles of strangers, and the beauty of creation that surrounds you. It is in the love of those who care for you, the support of friends and family, and the quiet moments of reflection and prayer. It is in the knowledge that you are never alone, that I am with you, and that I am working all things together for your good. Beloved one, I speak to you now with the warmth and tenderness of a loving embrace, for I know your heart intimately, and I see the depths of your soul. You seek joy, a treasure that seems elusive at times, hidden beneath the weight of the world's trials and challenges. Yet, I tell you, this joy is not a distant dream or an unattainable gift. It is within you, waiting to be uncovered, nurtured, and cherished in every moment of your life. In this world, you will encounter circumstances that test your spirit and challenge your faith. There will be days when the sun seems to hide behind clouds, and the path before you appears steep and rugged. But know this, my beloved, I am with you always, even in the darkest valleys and the fiercest storms. My love for you is unwavering, and my presence is constant. You are never alone, and there is no moment in your life that I am not aware of, that I do not care about. Joy is not dependent on the absence of hardship, nor is it something that comes only in times of ease and comfort. True joy, the kind that fills your heart with a deep and abiding peace, is found in the awareness of my presence, in the knowledge that I am guiding you, holding you, and carrying you through every circumstance. When you turn your heart to me, even in the midst of trials, you open yourself to this joy, a joy that transcends the fleeting happiness of the world and roots itself firmly in the eternal truth of my love. Consider the beauty of a flower that blooms in the desert. It is not the environment that seems conducive to growth, yet it thrives, drawing from the hidden sources of water beneath the surface. So too can your joy flourish, even in the harshest of conditions, when you draw from the wellspring of my love, a love that is deeper and more abundant than you can imagine. There will be times when you feel overwhelmed, when the burdens of life seem too heavy to bear. In those moments, remember that I am your strength. You do not have to carry your burdens alone. I invite you to cast them upon me, to release the worries and fears that weigh you down. In exchange, I offer you my peace, a peace that the world cannot give, but that comes from knowing that I am in control, that I am working all things together for your good. Even in the midst of sorrow, there is a place for joy. It may seem paradoxical, but it is true. When you grieve, when your heart is heavy with loss, I am there, comforting you, holding you close. And in that closeness there is joy, not the joy that denies your pain, but the joy that comes from knowing that you are loved, that your pain matters to me, and that I am with you in every tear you shed. Look around you, my beloved. Even in the midst of difficulty, there are signs of my love and my goodness. The laughter of a child, the warmth of the sun on your face, the beauty of the natural world, all these are reminders that I am here, that I am blessing you, that there is still beauty and goodness in this world, no matter how dark it may seem at times. Open your heart to these blessings and let them fill you with joy. Gratitude is a powerful key to unlocking joy. When you focus on the blessings you have, rather than the challenges you face, your perspective shifts. You begin to see your life not as a series of obstacles to overcome, but as a journey filled with opportunities to experience my love and my grace. Every day there are countless reasons to be thankful, and as you cultivate an attitude of gratitude, you will find that joy begins to grow within you, even in the most unlikely circumstances. Do not compare your journey to that of others. Each of you has a unique path, designed by me with love and purpose. What brings joy to one person may not bring the same to another, and that is as it should be. Trust that I know what is best for you, that I am leading you in the way that will bring you the greatest joy, even if it does not always seem so in the moment. Comparison robs you of the joy that is meant for you, so keep your eyes on me and trust that I am guiding you perfectly. Joy is found in the small, simple moments of life, as much as in the grand and extraordinary. It is in the smile of a stranger, the sound of birdsong in the morning, the quiet moments of stillness and reflection. These moments are gifts from me, gentle reminders of my love for you, of my desire for you to experience joy in every aspect of your life. Do not overlook them in your search for happiness. Instead, cherish them and let them fill your heart with the joy that I so freely offer. There is joy in serving others, in extending love and kindness to those around you. When you give of yourself, when you reach out to help another, you reflect my love into the world, and in doing so, you experience a deeper joy. This joy is not dependent on receiving anything in return, but comes from the simple act of giving, from knowing that you have made a difference, that you have been a channel of my love and grace. In your relationships, seek to be a source of joy. Love one another as I have loved you, with patience, kindness, and compassion. Forgive freely, as I have forgiven you, and do not hold on to bitterness or resentment. These things steal your joy, while love and forgiveness bring healing, peace, and joy that endures. Let your relationships be a reflection of my love, and you will find that joy naturally flows from them. Be patient with yourself, my beloved. You are on a journey, and it is one that takes time. There will be ups and downs, moments of joy and moments of challenge, but through it all, I am with you, guiding you, and helping you to grow. Do not be discouraged when you falter, or when joy seems hard to find. Instead, turn to me, and I will help you to see the blessings in every situation, to find the joy that is always there, waiting to be discovered. Trust in my timing, for I know the plans I have for you, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope and a future. Sometimes the joy you seek is not immediate, but it is coming. Trust that I am working behind the scenes, preparing blessings for you that you cannot yet see. And in the waiting, find joy in the knowledge that I am faithful, that I will fulfill my promises to you. When you are weary, when the challenges of life seem too great, come to me. Rest in my love and let me renew your strength. There is joy in resting in me, in letting go of the need to strive and simply being in my presence. In this rest, you will find the peace and joy that your soul longs for, a joy that is not dependent on your circumstances but on your relationship with me. Remember that I have created you for joy, It is not something you must earn or achieve, but something that is your birthright as my beloved child. I have placed within you a wellspring of joy, a deep reservoir that is fed by my love. When you draw from this well, you will find that joy is always available to you, no matter what is happening around you. Let your joy be a testimony to my goodness. The world is watching, and when they see the joy that radiates from your life, even in the midst of trials, they will be drawn to me. Your joy is a light that shines in the darkness, a beacon of hope that points others to my love. Let it shine brightly, my beloved, and let it draw others to the joy that is found in me. Do not be afraid to rejoice, even when circumstances seem dire. Rejoicing is an act of faith, a declaration that you trust in my goodness and my faithfulness. It is a choice to focus on the good, to see the blessings, and to believe that I am working all things together for your good. When you choose to rejoice, you align yourself with my heart, and in that alignment, joy flows freely. In the quiet moments of your life, when you are alone with your thoughts, turn to me. Let me fill those moments with my presence, with my peace, and with my joy. These moments are precious opportunities to connect with me, to deepen your relationship with me, and to experience the joy that comes from being in communion with your Creator. Do not be discouraged by the trials you face. They are not a sign that I have abandoned you, but rather an opportunity for you to grow, to deepen your faith, and to discover the joy that comes from trusting in me. I am with you in every trial, using it to shape you, to strengthen you, and to bring you closer to me. And in that closeness there is joy. Even in your work, there is joy to be found. Whether your tasks are great or small, whether they bring recognition or are done in quiet obscurity, they are an opportunity to serve me, to reflect my love, and to bring glory to my name. When you work with this mindset, even the most mundane tasks can be a source of joy, for you are working for me, and in that service there is joy. I am with you always, my beloved child. In every moment of your life, in every breath you take, I am here, closer than the air around you. I see your heart, and I know the burdens you carry. I see the moments when you feel overwhelmed, when the weight of the world presses heavily upon you. I understand the days when joy seems distant, like a faint memory of a time long past. But today I want to remind you of something profound. Joy is not something that exists outside of you, dependent on circumstances or the fleeting nature of this world. Joy is a gift, a divine spark that I have placed deep within your soul. It is a light that can never be extinguished, no matter what challenges you face. When I created you, I breathed life into you with a purpose. I fashioned your heart with love, and I placed within you the ability to experience profound joy. This joy is not of this world, it is a reflection of my presence within you. It is a joy that surpasses all understanding, a joy that endures through trials and tribulations, a joy that remains steadfast even in the face of sorrow. This joy is your birthright, and it is yours to claim in every circumstance. I know that life can be difficult. There are moments of pain, of loss, of uncertainty. There are times when you may feel abandoned, when the darkness seems to overshadow the light. But even in those moments, I am with you. I have never left your side, and I never will. My love for you is eternal, unchanging and unwavering. And it is in my love that you will find the joy that you seek. Look around you. my child. Even in the smallest things there is beauty, there is grace, there is joy. The sun that rises each morning, painting the sky with hues of gold and pink, is a reminder of my love. The gentle breeze that caresses your face, the song of the birds that fills the air, the laughter of a child, the kindness of a stranger, all these are gifts from me, designed to bring you joy. They are my way of reminding you that you are not alone, that I am with you in every moment, and that there is always something to be grateful for. But the joy I speak of is not just found in the beauty of the world around you. It is found within you. It is a joy that is birthed from a deep relationship with me. It is a joy that comes from knowing that you are loved, cherished, and valued beyond measure. It is a joy that springs forth when you trust in my plan for your life, when you surrender your worries and fears to me, and when you rest in the knowledge that I am in control. I want you to know that every challenge you face is an opportunity to draw closer to me. Every trial is a chance to experience my grace and my strength in a new way. When you are weak, I am strong. When you feel lost, I am your guide. When you are burdened, I am your refuge. In every circumstance, I am working for your good, even when you cannot see it. Trust in me, my child, for I know the plans I have for you, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope and a future. Do not let the troubles of this world steal your joy. Do not allow the enemy to sow seeds of doubt, fear, or despair in your heart. Remember that I am greater than any problem you may face. I am the creator of the universe, the Alpha and the Omega, the beginning and the end. There is nothing too difficult for me. And because I am with you, there is nothing too difficult for you. With me, all things are possible. When you feel overwhelmed, take a moment to pause and seek my presence. Close your eyes, take a deep breath, and know that I am with you. Speak to me, for I am always listening. Pour out your heart to me, for I care for you. And in that moment, let go of your worries, your fears, your anxieties. Release them into my hands, and feel the peace that comes from knowing that I am in control. As you walk through this life, remember that you are never alone. I am your constant companion, your ever-present help in times of trouble. I am the one who goes before you, who walks beside you, and who carries you when you can no longer walk on your own. And because I am with you, you can face any circumstance with confidence and with joy. Do not be afraid to rejoice, even in the midst of trials. For it is in those moments of rejoicing that you will find strength. It is in those moments of praise that you will find victory. The joy that I have given you is a weapon against the darkness. It is a light that shines in the darkness, and the darkness cannot overcome it. So let your light shine, my child. Let your joy be a testimony to my goodness and my faithfulness. Know that I delight in your joy. I rejoice when you rejoice. I sing over you with songs of gladness. You are my beloved, and I take great pleasure in you. Your joy brings me joy, and your happiness is important to me. That is why I have given you everything you need to live a life filled with joy. But understand this, my child, true joy is not found in the things of this world. It is not found in material possessions, in wealth, or in status. True joy is found in me. It is found in a relationship with the one who created you, the one who knows you better than you know yourself, the one who loves you with an everlasting love. When you seek me with all your heart, you will find me, and in finding me, you will find the joy that your soul longs for. There will be times when life takes unexpected turns, when the road ahead seems uncertain. In those moments, I ask you to trust me. I see the bigger picture. I know what lies ahead. What may seem like a detour or a setback is often a part of my greater plan for your life. I am leading you step by step on a path that will ultimately bring you joy. Trust in my timing, for I make all things beautiful in their time. I want to encourage you to cultivate a heart of gratitude. Gratitude is the soil in which joy grows. When you focus on the blessings in your life, no matter how small they may seem, you will find that joy begins to spring forth like a well in the desert. Take time each day to count your blessings, to thank me for the good things in your life. And as you do, you will find that your heart becomes lighter, your spirit is lifted, and your joy is renewed. Remember that joy is a choice. You have the power to choose joy in every circumstance. It is not dependent on what is happening around you, but on what is happening within you. When you choose to focus on me, when you choose to trust in my goodness, when you choose to believe in my promises, you are choosing joy. And that choice will transform your life. I want you to know that I am proud of you. I see your efforts, your perseverance, your desire to do what is right. I see the love you have for others, the kindness you show, the sacrifices you make. I see the way you seek me, the way you long to grow in your relationship with me. And I want you to know that I am pleased with you. You are my beloved child, and nothing can change that. No matter what you have done, no matter where you have been, you are mine, and I love you with a love that is beyond measure. So, my child, take heart. Lift up your eyes, for your help comes from me, the maker of heaven and earth. Do not be discouraged, for I am with you. Do not be dismayed, for I am your God. I will strengthen you, I will help you. I will uphold you with my righteous right hand. And in my presence there is fullness of joy. Come to me and let me fill you with my joy, a joy that is complete, a joy that is everlasting. I am your source of joy, your fountain of life. When you are weary, come to me and I will give you rest. When you are sorrowful, come to me and I will turn your mourning into dancing. When you are in need, come to me and I will supply all your needs according to my riches in glory. I am your shepherd, and I will lead you beside still waters. I will restore your soul. I will lead you in paths of righteousness for my name's sake. As you walk through life, remember that you are never alone. I am with you in the good times and the bad. I am with you in the joy and the sorrow. I am with you in the laughter and the tears. And because I am with you, you can find joy in every circumstance. You can find joy in the simple pleasures of life, in the beauty of creation, in the love of family and friends. You can find joy in serving others, in giving of yourself, in making a difference in the lives of those around you. You can find joy in knowing that you are loved, that you are valued, that you are a precious child of God. My child, I want you to know that I have great plans for you. Plans that are filled with hope, with purpose, with joy. Trust in me, and I will guide you along the path that I have prepared for you. It may not always be easy, but it will be worth it. For I am leading you to a place of abundance, a place of peace, a place of joy.